Yes, sir. Rastafari. Bless it. Yes, I just seat up people. I just want to come and just speak some things that's upon I chest. And I just want to get off my chest, you know, and share with the people them still. Because I know, say, enough things have to be said, enough things have to be heard. Everybody not gonna listen, but those who choose to listen will get the message, you know. So I have to speak. Enough time, as His Majesty said, it has been the silence of those who could have done things to change the shape and the scope of the future, but enough time people them not change, them not speak up, them sit back in the silence, you know. So first of all, I want to say Rastafari is inspiration. It's about inspiration, right? From His Majesty came to this earth to inspire all people. You see it? His Majesty come to show a certain standard where I can be inspired to strive for myself. His Majesty give I enough teachings. And the teachings, not only do they teach us, and not only do we follow His Majesty teachings and His Majesty example, but also through the teachings of His Majesty, He shows us how to think on our own as a dignified man or woman in this time. He showed us how to raise our standards to a certain level where nobody can take we for fool. You know what I mean? We never come for bow. We stand on principle. You know, see. So Rastafari, we set the bar where anyone would say righteousness or righteous living or positivity or anything like that, is Rastafari set that bar, because I know that standard. I know it's only one man upon earth ever been crowned with the titles of His Majesty. You can seek and search all around the earth. You can seek and search all the leaders and misleaders and of the earth, you know, the hypocritical leaders and things. But when you look at His Majesty, you see that one man stand up. Them titles of King of Kings. I mean, the root of David, conquering lion tribe of Judah. I mean, this man alone come give the world a standard. I mean, they say principles. So we have to realize that not only did He give us the teachings, but I to follow, He more came as an example for I to follow. And the teachings that He gives I is for I to learn to think on our own in a dignified manner, just as He did. You know what I mean? Anybody can read anything and remember it and memorize it and recite it, and you know what I mean? Just like you have the thief and robbers and murderers. They probably know the scriptures. Enough times they know the 23rd Psalm. They probably could read it from beginning to end. But that don't mean that they really internalize it, you know. So we have to say Rastafari is a standard. And I have to make sure that when we call ourselves Ras, that we stand up to that standard. Because I don't just call myself Ras Imon, because, you know, I would rather the people them just call me Imon if I wasn't going to lift up my life to that standard, you know. So when I come, I try to show the people them that, yeah man, we can do it. We can, through discipline, self-determination, you know what I mean? We can, you know, lift ourselves and our morals, hold our morals to the highest standards, hold our values to the highest standards, raise our family into that way, raise our children into that way, and about toys, you know what I mean? But it's about discipline of the mind as well. And that's one thing I say is His Majesty come to inspire I and I. Because I know, say, we see how much His Majesty go through. Enough time His Majesty have to entertain people them where he know this man is coming to try to, you know, take over him thing. He know this man have an ulterior motive. But him still have to deal with them in a dignified way, you know. Yeah, man, so we know that I and I have the choice, right? When we say Rastafari, we have to realize that that is an acceptance of I and I saying that we will live up to our higher self. We will burn out our lower self. You know what I mean? Because the lower self is what leads us astray from righteousness, from goodness. It leads us astray from so many things, you know. But when we say Rastafari, we know Rastafari is an acceptance and acknowledgement of the higher self, the higher powers within I. So as we accept that, we have to live up to it. Because Rastafari is not about rules and regulations and things. Because every man, when them say Rastafari, you know what I mean? There's a voice in them head and a voice in all of we. You know what I mean? We show I and I that, yeah man, we are going to heed to that voice. That thing called a conscience or whatever they want to call it, or the voice of Jah speaking. We have to make sure that we take heed to that. So we know when we do wrong, we know when we do right. And it's a choice still. We can't come bad mind people, and we can't come take advantage of people. You know what I mean? Because ultimately, it's not about how long your locks are. It's not about how long your precepts are. It's not about, you know what I mean, how long you have tried Rastafari, or how many Selassie shirts you have, or it's not about none of them things, you know. It's about the heart of the man, the heart of the woman, the impact that we leave upon this earth. You know what I mean? The mark that we leave upon this earth, so that when I and I trod, ones and ones can know just by the character of the people that Rastafari must have been there. Because these people are of such character that the Rastafari must have trod through this region. And see, I and I have to make sure that I and I uphold that. You know how many of our forefathers died for this liberty? How many of our forefathers and foremothers as well had to go through beatings, go through getting the locks cut off, you know what I mean? Go through ridicule, you know what I mean? Exile, disownment from their own families. You know how much we go through for this liberty? We can't let some people them come destroy the liberty or discredit this liberty. Rastafari is the truth. Rastafari is of a righteous way. It's about humility. It's about honor. It's about respect, self-dignity. You know what I mean? It's not about, no, I'm, you know what I mean, the biggest man in the world and I treat people this way, or that's a Babylon mentality. And true enough, for we in this diaspora, we have accepted and been brainwashed and programmed by this Babylon mentality that enough times we don't even realize that, or we are promoting Babylon still, even though we are say Rastafari. Because may I tell you this, if me I think say that by being the biggest selector and reggae music DJ and everything, right? If the reason I'm doing that is so me can get rich and me can, you know what I mean, buy a big house and a big car, and then me can go and brag about how I'm richer than you and me don't need you and this and that. Me can't really say That's the heart of righteousness. You know what I mean? So that we have to check within I and I self. You know what I mean? If for the only reason why Ras Imon have come and bring music to the people in the way I do is because I love the people and I truly know and trust in Jah, and I know that the Most High has this music. Is a purpose for this music. He has a purpose for this music to spread across the world. Spread this message of truth, spread this message of righteousness, of goodness, cleanliness to the people, right? But I can't come play the music and then as soon as I'm behind the DJ booth, may I go talk about, you know, me a bad mind people or me a disrespect people or any of them things. It's hypocrisy, man. Me can't deal with them things there. And it discredit the livity. So Rastafari, I say, man, we have to stand strong, we have to organize, we have to centralize, we have to come together. Because right now, the world, this world we call Babylon, they are taking aim at with people. You know what I mean? Them taking aim at with people to discredit I and I. And we see it all on certain levels. But now, recently, we see enough attacks on the Rastafari. And it's not only from the outside, it's some things coming from the inside too. And we have to always realize that a house divided amongst itself can never stand. So Rastafari, we have to organize, we have to centralize. And we can't let Babylon them trick I and I. The system of divide and rule can't trick I and I no more. You know what I mean? We are one people. And there's one love, one aim, one destiny. You know what I mean? So that's what we have to fight for. Because if we not fight for it, man, they might take it again. You know what I mean? And spread out again. They have enough plans to annihilate I and I people. Yeah, man, they have enough genocide plan to go on. But I and I can't forfeit. Because we are Rastafari. And as Rastafari, we have to make sure we keep the standards high. Some people can't even see when we say high. Enough of them I think we are talking about we are high on the herb and different things. No, we're not talking about them. We're talking about high levels of frequency, of meditation. We're talking about high levels of high standards, you know what I mean? High morals, high values. Yes, most high. You know what I mean? So we have to make sure that we uplift them things. And I just say this, if we can't uplift them things, why call ourselves Rasta in the first place? I mean, Rasta don't need nobody to come, as we try to build it up, them come try dragging it back down into the mud. I mean, I and I work too hard, and our ancestors, we owe our ancestors and our forefathers too much. You know what I mean? To take this as a joke. It's not no joke business. You let Babylon money fool you. Babylon money will fool you. So, you know, say when the money gone, what gone? You know what I mean? Everything you have in this life, you're going to lose it somehow. Somehow it'll go be taken from you soon. Sooner than later, believe that. So best you live life. I mean, good heart, clean hands. You know what I mean? Treat people right. Show respect, show honor. You know what I mean? Simple. So simple. So yeah, man, me just wanted to get that off of my chest, and I just feel like it have to go out there, you know? Because me not want to point no finger at nobody, because me not come to judge nobody. And when me I speak, me have to follow my own words as well, because me don't say, if me don't follow my own words, then me I become just as much of a hypocrite as all of the misleaders them in the Babylon too. So I have to make sure I follow I own words to the people, you know what I mean? And I encourage the people, read some teachings from His Majesty. Read about his life. Watch some videos, some documentary on Haile Selassie. Watch his character. You know what I mean? Watch his demeanor. You never see Haile Selassie disrespect people. You never see Haile Selassie in a bad character. You know what I mean? So when we say Rastafari, we have a standard which we can see and we can look to. And we just have to hold ourselves to that standard, you know. All the women, them, you look at Empress Minnie. You see the queen there upon the throne. You see the standard where she set. You know what I mean? And I say you have to be just like her or none of them things there. Because everyone is an individual. That's why I say you use those things as an example. And that example can just give I and I inspiration and encouragement for I and I to live better within ourselves. You know what I mean? That's all it is. And when I live better, I encourage you to live better. You encourage me to live better. We teach our children to live better. And better I go come best. And the world I go get better and better and better, you know? So that's how Rastafari come for. I mean, so we're going to leave you. I mean, I go hold up too much of your time today, but anybody that listened today, I thank you for listening. I love you. Jah Rastafari lives and reigns in the heart of mankind. Don't let the ways of this world lead you astray, people. Don't let Babylon lead you astray. Don't let them get into your head, because they will try to get into your head. They try to program you. They've been programming you since birth. So we know, as Rastafari, we come to break them shackles, you know. Come to break that cycle, which has been holding our people back in time and time and time, like a revolving door. But I and I now break free, you know what I'm saying? So we are break free, and I can't take that more. I and I come to conquer. And Babylon can't hold we down no more, people. Time for us to rise, and it's time for us to come together first, and then we shall rise. God bless.